Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number, the forecast for the full moon that will be occurring on December 26th, 2023. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading or your year ahead forecast, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and I would love to work with you and take a look. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Life path 3. So this full moon is going to have you working with your own energy of the 3, but it's also going to have you working with octopus energy. So first and foremost, let's talk about the 3, right? So this could be a highly social period for you all. You could see your calendar just blowing up, getting invites for holiday parties, that sort of thing. This can be a great time for networking, putting yourself out there, launching something. Now, we are also in Mercury retrograde, so for most people, I would say this isn't the best time to launch something unless it's something you've been working on for a while and it's ready. But for you all working with your own energy, there's definitely something here about creativity, about, being in the spotlight, recognition, a social kind of like a social vibe, right? So again, any opportunity that you have to sort of rub shoulders with others, get to know people, meet new people, this is a great time for that. And I would highly, highly recommend putting yourself out there. Even if you're the one throwing the party, if you're the one throwing the gathering or the get together, this is a great time for that. And I think that you'll see that it's successful. Great time again for creativity. So if you have something that you've been wanting to release, to launch, to let your clients or your patrons or whoever know about, this is a great time to do that. You'll find that the lines of communication are open. They might be a little bit wonky because, again, we're in Mercury retrograde. But I think of all the energies, you'll probably have the most luck with launching something during this time, especially if it's something that you've been working on and preparing for. This is a full moon, and it's the last full moon of the year, right? So there's something, and again, we're in a Mercury retrograde. So there's something here about looking at or reviewing, sort of looking over the last year, seeing if there's anything that you might want to make adjustments or modifications, or something that you may want to pick back up that you set down earlier in the year. This could be around communication. So there may be some things that come up for you around modifying or changing the way you communicate. If you're finding that your message is landing in a way that's not so beneficial, it could ignite new conversations with people. Things could come up that you weren't expecting or that you were expecting that need to sort of be massaged through, right? To really be worked through. So definitely take the opportunity to do that. But overall, I just see this energy as sort of shining a light on the areas where maybe you have minimized yourself, made yourself small, not shined your light in certain situations, that you're going to have an opportunity to potentially do that now, right? To show up in a way that you wanted to show up previously, but maybe felt, shamed around whatever it was, or something held you back from doing that. So you could find that there's an opportunity now to really step out into the spotlight, let your light shine, share your gifts, that sort of thing, your creativity. And especially with it being around the holidays, there could be some things that come up that, again, just very social, opportunities for communication, opportunities for creativity as well, and planning for the new year and projects that you may want to get started on come January 1st. This can be a great time to start planning and working with people, collaborating to see how you want to make that happen. With octopus energy, and because this is this full moon is happening. If I said new moon, I meant full moon. This full moon is happening in the sign of Cancer. So you're working with this Cancerian energy, but you're also working with octopus energy. And octopus is sort of like this need for sort of calm clarity, for emotional maturity, and for self-compassion. So what I will say is, if there is something where you have maybe let your emotions gotten the best of you, maybe you there's something that's very sensitive around a relationship, around something, around how you show up in the world, whatever the case may be, there's something here that's asking you for, first and foremost, for compassion and empathy and grace for yourself. Grace for yourself. Forgiveness for yourself, right? If you're like, I didn't do X, Y, or Z. I didn't show up in this way or that way. I dropped the ball in this situation. Instead of continuing to beat yourself up about it, I think this full moon octopus energy is really coming in to say, let's work through it, but let's have grace for ourselves. Let's give ourselves a little bit of compassion and reminding ourselves that we did the best that we could at that time. We might know better now, and now we can do better, right? Or do something differently that may give us a different outcome. But around this full moon, this can be a very sensitive full moon for you all. Not going to lie, because again, full moon, Cancer energy, octopus energy, there's a lot here around emotions. There's a lot here around sensitivity. So don't let your emotions get the best of you at this time. Feel it, move through it, let it, sort of marinate in it. It's okay, but just don't stay there. Don't beat yourself up about it. If you're finding that, being sort of in your emotions is creating a negative or, bringing you down to the point of, killing your inner light, then we need to work through this. We need to move forward. We need to find grace and compassion for ourselves and understanding and remind ourselves that, okay, so we didn't do so great before, but we can do better now. So it's okay. We'll find a way to move forward in a higher octave. So I do think there could be some things that come up around past experiences around this time that are just asking you, where is it that you can find the empathy, compassion, and grace for yourself, for others around that situation? Because that's what's going to help you to move forward and to alleviate whatever that may be. And there's some things in the past, obviously, that we can't change, but that's okay. We can still find grace for those situations. We can still find empathy and compassion and forgiveness for those situations, especially for ourselves and the way we may have handled or mishandled those situations. So I would say anything that comes up for you at this time where you see yourself continuously beating yourself up over it, set it down, give yourself grace, find compassion for yourself, however you can do that. And through that sort of calmness, through that compassion, there will be clarity that comes through. And that clarity will offer you a new direction or a new opportunity to maybe do things a little bit differently. So I hope it's a beautiful, beautiful full moon for you all. Happy holidays. Take care. Bye for now.